Gumball's voice has changed. The voice actor of Gumball Watterson was Logan Grove, but throughout the seasons, Gumball's voice seems to be changing constantly. Why? Yes, you heard that correctly. Not once, but multiple times. If you've noticed a strange difference in Gumball's voice, you are not dumb. After a careful examination of the main character and Cartoon Network's practices, I believe I found the reason to the crazy change in his voice. And trust me, it's not what you think. To understand my perspective better, let's travel back in time to the very first Gumball episode titled The DVD, where it displays a youthful, young voice actor, Logan.
Can't you do it? You're the one with the car. No! What are we gonna do?
In the older seasons, it's clear that Gumball had a high-energy, high-pitched tone. But jump to season 3 and listen to this.
It's hard to say. I guess that's the good thing about being fat. It fills out all the wrinkles.
Why did his voice get deeper? Is that even still Gumball? Before we dig deeper, I want to say something. Everyone knows The Amazing World of Gumball is a cartoon that literally trolls its viewer. I mention all this to let you know that the creators realize that kids aren't stupid and that Logan is gonna get older and his voice is gonna change, and it may not mesh well with Gumball. In the very first episode of season 3, they made fun of Gumball going through puberty. Yes, the character on the show and the actual voice actor. A no-brainer, huh? But don't think you figured out the answer to this YouTube video just yet. Trust me, it's gonna get crazy, because I am absolutely gonna blow your mind. At the end of each Gumball episode, it shows one voice actor. Typically in animation, it usually has one actor for one character, right? But the first episode of season 3 lists 2 voices. This is uncommon. Logan Grove and Jacob Hopkins. The fact that the network had the balls to do this is beyond me, and not adhering to industry standards at all. Gumball is a crazy ass show. They realized that Logan's time was numbered. His voice was getting too deep for the lovable Gumball, at least to Cartoon Network.
Dude, are you... What's happening? I think...
Our voices are broke.
Dude, that was so low you made some of my organs move inside.
So they decided to make a parody inside of a parody inside of a parody. Believe it or not, children and teenagers are often voiced by grown adult women because of their soft, high-pitched voices. If the show were to run for longer seasons, the female voice actors would be able to keep their voices consistent as opposed to a 12-year-old who eventually grows old and their puberty kicks in. And it's also a lot less risky in terms of getting someone at that age with some talent. That's pretty hard to find. Male characters that actually have female voice actors are Naruto Uzumaki, Ash Ketchum, and even Timmy Turner. But today you will come to a shocking revelation. Discovering Logan was a miracle. His voice was surprisingly passionate, and his level of skill often left fans chalking it up to God-given talent. However, due to him hitting puberty, it was time for him to go. So, the much newer voice actor stepped in, Jacob Hopkins. Jacob was so dedicated to this role that he practiced lip-syncing Gumball's voice.
When I first got the role, I was like, okay, so I was sent some clips of Gumball from season 2 episodes, and whenever Gumball talked, I muted him on the computer, and then I spoke with lip-syncing his voice and practiced the voice, and it came naturally to me.
No one's this nice! No one! Because if they were, I'd have to ask some very difficult questions about myself!
A brand new, fresh voice for the cartoon, but a dark reality was abound.
I'm 18 right now. TJ, you're like 17, right?
16. I'll be 17 in
Yeah.
His voice changed, and he also hit puberty.
I was like 11 when I started voice acting, and I kid you not, my very first audition and gig that I booked was Gumball.
Season 5.
I know what comes next! Weekends always rule, we're gonna milk
His voice was on its last breath. His voice just kept getting deeper and deeper. So he had to step down for the new, vibrant Nicholas Cantu.
I'm like a superhero whose only power is converting oxygen to carbon dioxide.
Yet another voice for the franchise, and it hasn't even been a decade since the show aired. Nicholas Cantu's reign lasted from 2017 to 2019. Then another voice actor stepped in named Duke Cutler as of 2020. What is Cartoon Network doing? What Cartoon Network fails to realize is that fans don't give a crap whether Gumball's voice has gotten deeper. Some people get attached to the voice actors of these cartoons, believe it or not. Some fans actually think that Gumball can pull off a deep voice, so why keep hiring new voice actors and crushing dreams? Cartoon Network intentionally strayed away from industry standards by not hiring a female voice actor, which is okay, but don't be surprised when you have to keep switching kids out like it's a video game. Voice acting is a serious career. Also, I kinda noticed a dark trend with the kids who played Gumball. See, at this age, you're very impressionable and you're still going through your childhood, even though you're working. So think about this. They get attached to the cartoon character. Literally. I believe some of their identities was literally linked to a fictional character and the fan base. I'm serious. Check out what they do offline or on the internet on YouTube and see how chaotic things have gotten.
Gumball, say fuck!
Is that not like a part of your contract?
We're
You can't
almost
do
there.
that?
The contract expired, bro. The show's over.
True.
Hey all, Gumball Watterson here.
We've made history yet again.
There's a claim that some of the voice actors had to step down from YouTube and the internet because things were just getting out of control. So, has Gumball's voice changed? Yes. So this begs the question, would you rather Gumball Watterson have a deeper voice, or would you rather him have a higher pitched tone? This is a difficult question to answer, because if you answer that you want him to have a higher pitched voice, you're gonna have to keep swapping out voice actors. Now that we're at the end of the video, it's safe to say that a lot of these voice actors have grown up. You may be wondering what happened to a lot of the voice actors. Some of them don't even voice act anymore. Some of them have quit voice acting altogether to pursue their own passions. Has your voice changed? I know I used to have a really squeaky voice when I was growing up. My voice was so high pitched.
Dang it, I can see you. Dang it, dude. No, I gotta get somebody. I'll just wait for them. Die! She had it too, man. She had the same gun. She was planning to do the same thing to me, man.
At this rate, if Gumball kept going on, it's gonna end up like SpongeBob. Cartoon characters like SpongeBob never had to swap out as much voice actors as Gumball. In fact, they never swapped it out one time. SpongeBob was the sole voice actor for multiple years. Decades, guys. Voice actors are coming in and going like the seasons, which is pretty bizarre. It's understandable because these are younger people, but at the same time, it makes me question and wonder what is the future for Gumball.
And I thought it would be really cool if like all the Gumballs and all the Darwins team up. There's like what? 2, 4, it's like 6 of us, right? Team up and like try and bring the show back.
Hypothetically speaking, if Gumball were to keep going forever, let's say it was one of those shows like Family Guy and SpongeBob that just keep going and going and never ends. By the 99-year mark, 99 years of Gumball, they would have had like 400 voice actors just for one cat. No one would be able to tell, well, that's the voice actor for Gumball. No one would have a clue because it's like 400 people. I mean, at this point, they're gonna have like 400 voice actors by 2040, by 2025, by 2045, by 2036. Like, thank you guys, goodbye.